Hey everybody, welcome to second part of lesson 6, where I'm just going to go through a sequence for you up to this point. So basically I am teaching you this nice little 15-minute or so sequence before I head out for the day. And I'm basically, this is real life here. I'm like still kind of waking up, and this is when I do yoga for myself, is right away when I wake up. And I've got messy hair. I don't even put it in a ponytail. I put a sweatshirt on because I'm cold, and I've got sweatpants and socks on because it's a little chilly in here. So I don't always you don't have to look a certain way or wear certain clothes to practice yoga, especially at home. You're not trying to impress anybody, and you're doing it for you to feel good and to feel to have a great day. It's a great way to start your day too. So if morning practice is what you are doing, I highly recommend just rolling out of bed and stepping on your mat. And this morning I already did a little bit of a practice, but as soon as I stepped on my mat, I knew I needed to do something. So I stretched out, rolled around a little bit, and now I'm going to share with you a little sequence up to this point. So feel free to grab a mat and join along. And today I'm going to start standing so we can see what that's like. I'm going to start standing with my feet about hip distance apart, little bend in my knees, hands by my side. And we start with, I like to do this breath work called base breathing. So take a deep breath and draw the hands up to your shoulders. And exhale, draw the hands down. This just helps us start to deepen the breath and bring yourself into present moment. Notice how your body feels standing tall. One more time, just one more deep breath. And draw the hands down. Feel free to close your eyes at this point. Hands rest by your side. And check in with the weight of your feet, with the length of your spine and body. With your breath deeper, each inhale, exhale, slower each exhale. You can step the feet together, or maybe just slightly apart, as you start to draw in some neck rotations for some spinal warm-ups. So chin to chest, and rock your head side to side. Side to side or full rotation. Then take your gaze up to the top and look over your right shoulder. Just look behind you. Then switch sides, looking over your left shoulder. And back to center. Okay, I took my feet a little wider because it helps with stability and balance, especially since we're standing here doing some of our movements. So now onto more through spine and core. Take your arms up, reach up. I like side bends, but this time we're going to bend the elbows to 90 degrees, press the elbows back, open the chest, then press one hand down, the other hand across, like you're pressing your hands through jello or through rice or something. You're going to push something away from you. Inhale, hands to 90 degrees, elbows 90 degrees, pressing back, open the heart. Exhale, side bend. Pressing one hand over, one hand down. This also builds a little bit more strength. So we've got the stretch and the strength as you start to imagine weight against your hands. One more time. Awesome. Reach up. And then hands come down by your sides. And we'll start into a couple sun salutations. getting into the legs and a little bit more into the full body. So step to the top of the mat, palms forward, standing tall, mountain pose. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. And for our first one, we'll skip the push-up. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank pose. Let's just hold this plank pose for a couple of breaths. Shoulders are over the fingers, gaze at the top of the mat. So we're not sagging, nice and strong. Then slight bend in the knees, press back to downward facing dog. Because it's the first down dog, bend the knees one at a time. Press the chest towards the knees and look back towards the toes. Good, take a couple more breaths. Heels down, neck relaxed. And then walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. This is where wearing a sweatshirt's not so fun, but that's all right. Half lift, exhale, fold, rise, and hands by your side. Bless me. Okay. Full sun salutation A with the push up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Shift high up into the toes, using your knees or not. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. And take a few deep breaths. Heels towards the floor. Okay, on your next inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Half lift, inhale, exhale, forward fold, inhale, rise up, hands by your side, and we'll do one sun salutation B. Bend your knees into chair pose, reach up, exhale, forward fold, inhale, half lift, exhale, step back to plank, and you can go through the vinyasa portion, high to low plank, up dog to down dog, making sure you're using your breath. And just to stretch out for a moment, take that right leg and lift it. Bend your knee, open up the hip. Rotate your right ankle. External rotation is a good stretch, especially through that left leg as you press the heel down. Then straighten the leg, neutralize the hips. Exhale, step between the hands. Back heel spins to the floor. Rise up. Warrior one. Soften, exhale, shoulders out of the ears. Inhale, longer, reach back, look up. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Either pressing to down dog or going through that vinyasa flow. Same thing on this side. Lift your left leg, and this is just an addition that I felt like adding to the practice. This leg lift with the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip, rotate your ankle. Okay, straighten that leg, neutral hips, square them up. Exhale, step between the hands. Back heel down for warrior one as we get into our sun salutation B. Reach up, hold, soften shoulders. Reach back, look up, and step back, hands to the floor, step back to plank during our last vinyasa. Downward facing dog. We're going to take the feet and step forward. Half lift, forward fold, chair pose, bend the knees, sit back, and hands by your side. So to start with, I'm just going to step back so we're wide. I oftentimes, if I'm practicing at home, will just simply step back instead of going through the whole vinyasa. Step back to get into standing poses. Take a foot. This is my right side, so you can choose right or left if you're mirroring me. Take one foot, face, turn it towards the front or the side of the room. Bend the knees so we're in warrior two. Hips are level and arms reach wide. Look out past the right fingertips, the front fingertips. And then start to squeeze the heels together. Take these few breaths to feel stronger in your warrior stance. Then reach with that right hand. Take the elbow to your thigh, left arm straight up, side angle. Stay with deep breaths and we'll rise back up. Inhale. Straighten the front leg, flip that right palm, reverse triangle. So length through the right side from the right feet, right toes to the right fingertips. With straight legs, come back up. Last one will be triangle pose. You might have to step this left foot, this back foot in a little bit. Reach as far as you can forward. Triangle pose. A block is really helpful, or something here. You can place your hand on your shin. Depends on how low you want to go. Imagine pressing both shoulders back against a wall, keeping them straight. So that was 5 poses in a warrior stance. I'm going to come back up and do the other side. Easy. Pivot to the other side. Bend the left knee this time. Arms reach wide like you're reaching from wall to wall. And back heel, back arch and front heel in a straight line. Try to get this knee bent to 90 degrees. Hips level. Okay, let's shift it forward a little bit. Take the elbow to the thigh, right arm straight up, side angle. What you want to avoid here is the hips up, like bumping up. So you're going to push them down. How you do that is bend deeper into the left knee. Keep squeezing the legs together, and not a whole lot of weight on this left elbow. So we're not dumping here, we're actually still lifting. Side angle position, side angle pose. And bring it back up, straighten that front leg in a star position. Then reverse star or reverse triangle, left hand reaching high, right hand down the back leg. Straight legs for a side bend through the left side. And then on to triangle pose, lifting open, reach far. Again, you might have to step the back foot in a little. Left hand goes down, right arm up, triangle pose. So that was our 5 poses on both sides. So rise back up and bring it all in. And sit down, and if you were to end your practice here, the best thing that you could do is just to sit for a moment and refresh, just renew, just a few deep breaths in a simple seated pose. You could also lie down, but if we're just doing a short practice, a simple seated meditation or simple seated silent sitting just to reflect, to breathe is a really great way to complete. So sit down, close your eyes, sit up tall, a few deep breaths. Okay, thank you for joining in today's practice. I'm going to actually come up a little bit closer for you to talk to you. So that took maybe like 12 minutes or so. That was a little bit shorter of a practice, but something that you could easily do at home and incorporates all of what we've done so far. So the way you would start, and you could hold in these longer. This is really up to you. And my goal for you is that you do come to a point where you don't need to watch a video, or you don't need somebody telling you what to do. Instead, you can know intuitively what it is that you should be doing or could do, or give yourself ideas for stretches or to feel good. So today we did standing pose to start. We did some side bends as our simple spinal warm-up with neck rotations. And then we did a couple sun salutations A, one sun salutation B, and then I ran you through one set of a 5-pose standing series. And our homework is still to go through and develop a couple more 5-pose series. And really it's about, you can write them down, or, look on Google or wherever, and then try it and see if it works. See if they feel good. See if it connects well, or if the transitions are a little bit choppy, then you have to make adjustments. And again, don't overcomplicate it like I did today. It was like back and forth. You just warrior 2, side angle, reverse, triangle. Like it was just and so it wasn't overly complicated. And when you're practicing at home, also keep it simple. Simple is best. Then you don't have to think so much, and you can just do it. Just get on your mat. As soon as your feet touch your yoga mat, you feel like moving, or you know exactly what to do. Okay, hope this was helpful. Have a great day. And tomorrow I'll be back talking about core strengthening exercises. All right? Okay, see ya.